Let's get started. Start with listening, and then learn new words and practice them in sentences.
Ever wondered how business etiquette differs between the USA and the UK? Well, let's dive into this fascinating topic. Understanding cultural differences in business etiquette is vital, especially in today's globalized world. It can help you navigate professional environments more effectively and foster better relationships. In this episode, we're going to explore the subtle yet significant variations in business etiquette between these two English-speaking countries. We'll delve into three main areas of focus. First, we'll examine communication styles. While the US often values directness, the UK tends to favor a more indirect, polite approach. Next, we'll discuss meeting etiquette. Do you know that meetings in the UK often begin with small talk? While in the US, it's all about efficiency and getting straight to the point. Lastly, we'll look at workplace hierarchy and relationships, which can be surprisingly different across the pond. You might be surprised at just how different these two English-speaking countries can be when it comes to doing business. First, let's delve into communication styles. In the world of business, the way we communicate can greatly influence our relationships and outcomes. Understanding the nuances of communication in different cultures can be a game changer in your professional journey. Let's start with the United States. It's a land known for its directness and assertiveness in business communication. While this might seem brusque to some, it's seen as a sign of respect and transparency in the American business world. The mantra is simple: say what you mean and mean what you say. It's a culture that values straightforwardness and getting straight to the point. So when you're communicating with American colleagues or clients, don't be afraid to be clear and concise in your messaging. Now let's hop across the pond to the United Kingdom. The Brits have a slightly different approach to business communication. Here, subtlety and politeness are the order of the day. The British often use more indirect language in business settings, placing a high value on tact and diplomacy. They're masters of understatement and often use euphemisms to soften their messaging. In the UK, it's all about reading between the lines and understanding the implied meaning behind words. But it's not just about the words we use. Tone and delivery also play a crucial role. In the US, a confident and assertive tone is often appreciated. In contrast, the British tend to be more reserved and understated in their delivery. Remember, neither of these styles is better than the other. They're simply different, reflecting the diverse cultures and values of these two nations. Understanding these differences can help you navigate the complex world of international business communication with grace and effectiveness. So next time you're drafting an email or making a call, remember the cultural expectations of your counterparts. Adapt your style to your audience, and you'll find that communication can be a powerful tool in building successful business relationships. Now, what about meetings? Are they the same on both sides of the pond? Well, let's delve into this topic and discover some fascinating differences. In the United Kingdom, meetings often kick off with a spot of small talk. This isn't just idle chatter about the weather or the latest football scores, though. It's a crucial part of building relationships and establishing rapport with colleagues and clients. British professionals value this time to connect on a personal level before diving into the business at hand. They believe that fostering a friendly atmosphere can lead to more effective collaboration and decision-making. Now, let's hop across the Atlantic to the United States. Over here, the approach to meetings is a tad different. The Americans, known for their go-getter attitude, prioritize efficiency and getting straight to the point. They tend to dive right into the agenda without spending too much time on pleasantries. This isn't because they're unfriendly or uninterested in their colleagues. Quite the contrary. They believe that everyone's time is valuable, and the best way to respect that is to keep meetings focused and productive. But don't let these generalizations fool you. In both countries, there's plenty of variation depending on the company culture, the industry, and even the individuals involved. A tech startup in London might have a more relaxed approach to meetings than a traditional law firm in New York. So, how can you navigate these cultural differences? The key is to be flexible and observant. Pay attention to the cues from your colleagues and adapt your behavior to fit the situation. If you're in a meeting in the UK and everyone's chatting about their weekend plans, feel free to join in. If you're in a US meeting and the agenda is being discussed right off the bat, be ready to contribute your ideas and insights. Remember, understanding and respecting the local meeting etiquette isn't just about fitting in. It's about fostering effective communication, building strong relationships, and ultimately achieving success in your professional endeavors. So whether you're in a boardroom in Birmingham or Boston, knowing the local meeting etiquette can help you make a good impression. Finally, let's talk about hierarchy and relationships in the workplace. In the swirling world of business, understanding the structure of the workplace and how relationships are formed and maintained is crucial. In the United States, you'll find that the workplace tends to have a more relaxed and less hierarchical structure. It's not uncommon for everyone, from interns to the CEO, to be on a first-name basis. This informality is a reflection of the American value of equality, where everyone's input is valued and the lines between different levels of management can be somewhat blurred. On the other hand, the United Kingdom often emphasizes clear distinctions in roles. Respect for authority and a more formal approach to relationships is the norm. In the British workplace, titles and positions carry a lot of weight. For instance, it's common to address someone by their professional title, such as Director Smith, rather than their first name until invited to do otherwise. Beyond the formalities, the UK workplace prides itself on tradition and protocol. There's a certain decorum to be maintained, and it's important to know where you stand in the pecking order. This isn't to say that the UK workplace is stifling or rigid. On the contrary, it can foster a sense of stability and respect for the established order. In contrast, the American workplace, with its relaxed hierarchy, can foster a sense of camaraderie and openness. However, it's important to remember that this doesn't mean professionalism takes a back seat. Regardless of the casual nature of relationships, there's still a high emphasis on accountability, results, and respect for one's work. So, whether you're navigating the open plains of the American office landscape or the structured corridors of a British corporation, it's key to understand these cultural nuances. Remember, it's not just about understanding the rules, but also about understanding the underlying values and attitudes that shape these rules. Understanding these subtle differences can help you navigate the workplace with ease, whether you're in New York or Newcastle. So, we've taken a whirlwind tour of business etiquette in the USA and the UK. We've explored the varying communication styles, with the US favoring directness and the UK a more indirect, polite approach. We've unraveled the differing expectations in meeting etiquette, where the UK leans into small talk and the US focuses on efficiency and getting straight to the point. We've also delved into the contrast in workplace hierarchy and relationships, with a more relaxed structure in the US and clear distinctions in roles in the UK. It's clear that while both countries share a language, the nuances in their business etiquette are rather diverse. Navigating these cultural subtleties can be a challenge, but it's also an opportunity to build stronger, more effective international business relationships. Understanding these differences will enhance your ability to work effectively across these cultural contexts. Remember, when it comes to business etiquette, understanding and respecting cultural differences can be the key to your success.
Let's learn new words and practice English at level C1. Hierarchy. Hierarchy, a system where people or groups are ranked one above the other. Example, in the UK, business hierarchy tends to be more formal, whereas in the USA, the structure is often flatter. Informality. Informality, casualness or a lack of formality in behavior or language. Example, American business culture is known for its informality, with first-name usage common even in formal settings. Punctuality. Punctuality, the quality of being on time. Example, both the USA and the UK value punctuality, but lateness may be more tolerated in some American sectors. Negotiation. Negotiation, discussion aimed at reaching an agreement. Example, American negotiations are often direct and fast-paced, while British negotiations tend to be more reserved and thorough. Protocol. Protocol, the official procedure or system of rules governing affairs of state or diplomatic occasions. Example, understanding protocol differences in meetings can help avoid misunderstandings in cross-cultural business dealings.